and come on in and take a look at the Hermitage. Kind of a short door here. That's just so people come in there, they have to get a little humble when they come in. Well, come right in, Ann. Here's the beautiful cross that our brother Dick got the wood. This is walnut wood from down by Alaska, down by La Crosse, and so I built the cross and then carried it up here and put it on the wall. So let me show you a few other things here. This is kind of the inspiration for this is the Postini book by Catherine de Huick Doherty. I think you and I talked about that, about her. And this is a rosary that the Messiah gave me. And actually, Catherine Doherty here and Thomas Merton were good friends. And this is a book about some of the letters that they had back and forth. And actually, they're investigating Catherine for sainthood. So that process is underway. And here is a piece of her clothing. That's Catherine Doherty's clothing there, a little piece of that. So then over here we have a relic of St. Jerome. And right in the very, very center of that is a little bone chip of St. Jerome. I received this when I was about 15 years old when I was confirmed. I chose the name Jerome, and I used to serve Mass for Father Jerome Palmer at St. Bede's Priory. It was his personal relic, and he gave it to me, so that's very, very special. And I have the Latin papers that authenticate it. And as long as we're on saints, let me also show you Solanus Casey. We've talked about him, and this is a piece of his clothing that he wore. And here was the play about Solanus, and wouldn't you know that I had the privilege of being asked to be in the play, and here I am, I'm one of the Breadline guys. That's why I have this this growth here. I usually don't look like this, but they wanted kind of a scruffy guy and a bum, so I said, well, I can play that role pretty good, a bum. So then I think I mentioned to you that I had received Sister Mary Bertrand's rosary. Bunny had given that to me. And then these glasses I actually wore when I was in the play on Solanus in the Breadline. Those are Spike's glasses, and our brother Mike brought those over to me and gave those to me for the Hermitage here. So that's very special. And we have a couple statues of St. Francis here. This one was from Bunny when she was on her deathbed up at Chuck and Jane's. She called me in her room and told me to go back to her apartment in Eau Claire, and she told me where this was on a little table, and she said she wanted me to have this, the statue of St. Francis. Now that statue up there, let me get this one down. This one is from Chuck and Jane when Bonnie and I went to Albuquerque to receive that Peace Award in 2009. And you can kind of see the difference in the two. This one is very pious looking, etc. And I actually used this in a retreat presentation I gave at St. Anthony's Spirituality Center. And this is just a little too perfect for me. So if you turn around and look at the back of him here, you can see I penciled in a little bird doo-doo on his shoulder there to make it a little more authentic, because there's a lot of crap in this life that we have to deal with. So that's how I doctored that up. And then Chuck and Jane gave me this one, and you can see how Francis is very tattered here. And I really treasure this because this is more realistic to me. I can relate to this Francis a little bit better than this one. And one of my favorites, of course, is John of the Cross. So he's close to me, and a number of them on John of the Cross here. And then I have a whole series on the mystics down here. Julian of Norwich, and Nicholas of Cusa, Teilhard de Chardin. He is a most interesting man, lived in our time. You probably know about him. I like him a great deal. And then Meister Eckhart, of course. And Mechthild of Magdeburg, and Hildegard of Bingen. And of course Dante. So those are some that I really like. Now, our brother Dick brought this back from Assisi for me. This was a candle here that he got when he was in Assisi. And up here, the Franciscan nuns at Holy Cross gave that to me. Those are the Stations of the Cross. And you can see where Jesus fell the first time, and then the second time, and then the third time. So the cross is a little fallen. And this, I believe, Chuck and Jane brought that for me, right? And that came from Assisi as well. Well, we'll get that up later. And was this from you, or was it? Yeah, this was from Chuck and Jane as well. The Wolf of Gubbio. Lupo was his name. So, Anne, here's the Hermitage, and thanks for visiting us here, and I hope you enjoy this little video. You take care. I love you, Anne. God bless.